In this episode, I'm doing my bit for science by satellite tagging a Mako shark. Massive, like 600-700 pound Mako going chomp, chomp. Together with my mate Brent from Aussie Gold Hunters.
I just love going shark fishing.
And his father-in-law Paulie.
And that goes in the fin.
With Auds, we mine the ocean in the name of science.
I hope these sharks appreciate what we're doing.
We catch fish along the way.
Every drop you catch, one of those.
Relive some close encounters.
Get in the boat, Alex, and straight to the boat.
And I finally get to experience the Midas touch.
How much are these worth?
About $300,000 or a bit more.
Oh my God.
Fishing is my life. It's in my DNA. From above the water and below the surface. It's who I am. Join me as I travel the world in search of the most insane fishing experiences on the planet.
You got it.
Oh, yeah!
Big fish right there, Al.
Yeah, baby!
The storms are going up the rim.
How funny is that? Look at the size of it.
Oh, yeah!
Oh man, that is so good.
Nice job.
I'm McGlashan, and this is Fishing with Mates. So I've been fishing all my life, and if there's one thing I'm really passionate about, it's about research, about looking after those fish. In particular for me, it's about satellite tagging because we get so much information from every fish we tag. So I've been working with the New South Wales Game Fish Tagging Program and pushing to get more access to satellite tags. They said, rightio, we're going to give you a special tag. We want you to tag a Mako shark. Sharks are one of those fish. You know, they're the ultimate predator out in the sea. To get one and get some tagging happening, well, it's vital that we do.
The gold season is back on.
And the funny thing is, I was watching TV and watching Aussie Gold Hunters.
Feel that?
There's my old mate, Brent.
Oh,
This is what we come here for, mate.
feel that, mate?
Rang up and said, Brent,
Oh.
want to tag a Mako? And instantly everything changes. Everything's off, don't worry about that. The gold will stay there, it's not going anywhere. We're coming, I'm straight up, we're coming up to do it.
I met Al 20-odd years ago. I reckon that guy's got one of the best memories because I can remember chewing his ear off about Mako. Oh, we're going out for marlin, but hey, there's good Makos out here, you know? He obviously knew that I was crazed about Makos. When I got that invite, I made sure, dropped everything and got up there and try and fish with Al and grab a Mako.
What'd you do, bring the weather with you or something?
We brought some nice Melbourne weather for you, mate.
Oh my God, it's terrible.
Hey,
Hey, mate, good to see you. Like,
Great.
the guys have arrived, and I tell you what, I reckon they brought their Victorian weather with them.
Folly, father-in-law.
Good to meet you.
How are you? Nice to meet you, mate. I'm hoping, Al, with all the experience, with all the blessings of the gods, we're going to catch a big Mako here.
I first started fishing, you know, like took it seriously when I was about 18, 19. All there was really was Makos. So I got heavily fishing for Makos, loved it. Then we started doing a bit of marlin fishing and that, but then I found a passion for gold, real passion for gold. Even though I still love fishing, the gold was my passion. I am stoked to get the opportunity, mate, to come out and catch a Mako. I used to fish for Makos. When I first started fishing, there was nothing much to fish down south, like for like game
Yeah,
fish.
no
apart
tuna
from
or anything those days, yeah.
Right? Oh, well, there's a bit of tuna, but come summertime, yeah, you snapper. And so we started fishing for sharks, and then I just fell in love with Makos. I seriously did. I just loved going shark fishing.
Our weather window is going like this. We had 3 days
Yeah,
when you left,
yeah,
2 days when you hopped into the car,
yeah.
and we're down to about a day and a half, and I reckon at the rate we're going, we've got 1 day.
Short window, we might have no window. I think it's going to be closing real quick. So we had 3 days.
Yeah.
There's 2. Now you're telling me that
This
we
is a
may-
fishing tail
maybe a
already.
day.
This is a fishing tail. It was this big, then it was that big, now it's this big. I'm starting to feel the pressure by this stage, I'll be honest. Yeah, I'm starting, oh man. 3 days, we're good. 2 days, 1 day, we're lucky to get half a day. So boys, what I want to show you is what it should look like so you can appreciate calm water.
Glass.
This is the basin where we are because we're out of Jarvis Bay. We're not fishing here. This is the calm water I'd like to see.
Look what's coming.
Oh man, we might even get tomorrow at this rate.
Oh, look at that. It's moving in. Listen to the wind.
We haven't even started fishing. We're already copping the weather. God, if we get 1 day out of this, half a day, 20 minutes, we'll be happy. This is going to be a hard shoot. But you know what? We're going, rain, hail or shine.
Al said we've got a short window. We drove 8.5 hours up here. We pulled up, had a quick chit chat. You know what? We might not even get a chance to go fishing at all.
Look at it pissing down. If you've got 3 days, you're gonna catch a Mako, no problem at all. If you've got 2 days, you might catch a Mako. If you've got 1 day, well, your chances are going down because you're not putting the hours in and it's getting harder and harder. But for us, we're gonna be lucky to get a day in. The weather cleared eventually and we managed to get a good night's sleep. Get up in the morning, we're straight out to sea. There's no mucking around. We've got 1 day to do this. So I'm feeling a bit of pressure. We get out.
So where are we heading, Al?
Well, I got this new one on here. Look at this.
Yeah.
It shows me like the 3D. So you can see the canyons.
Yep.
So you can see there. And what we do is all our fishing's around canyons.
Yeah, right.
So all these canyons here are really good for all game fish, you know, even though they're not on the bottom.
So that flat there, that'll be drainage lines off that flat country, yeah?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So
Those
the old
canyons.
Ice Age or whatever it is.
Yeah. That's not much different where we hunt for gold, the same thing.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so where you're looking for the fish is where I'd come to look for gold if I was out here looking for gold. And that's exactly how we mine. The canyons, which are basic ancient buried river courses coming off, and they bury over with dirt, and that's where we chase the gold. So where we go for gold is exactly where Al wants to go to chase the fish. Amazing.
There's only one problem. It's 600 metres down, so it might take a little while before the technology catches up with us. This is like guaranteed now, right?
I don't know anything's a guarantee, mate. Gold's like fishing. You a lot of water out here, like a lot of dirt. And you put yourself in the best spots, you give yourself the best chance, but there's no guarantee.
Well, I tell you the best spot, it's right on those canyons.
Well, let's go, eh?
All right. Coming up. I hope these sharks appreciate what we're doing. And now's the wait. Paulie's excited to be winding up soon.
Yeah, OK, I'm fit, but I'm not that fit.
I'm not asking too much. We're offshore from Jarvis Bay, chasing a Mako shark to sat tag for scientific research. So first thing we do is we're getting out to the canyons, pull up just inside, just to do a bit of a drift to get a feel for it. Let's go to the swordfish. And what we do is we've frozen all the burley. So I've got all the burley, kept all our rough cuts, everything. So ultimate greenie, recycling everything. I hope these sharks appreciate what we're doing. You put that straight into your keeper net and then let it drift out slowly. See, what you want is a steady, slow trail that reaches out and covers as much ground as you can. So these are the tuna we've been catching.
Yep.
And instead of wasting it, like, you know, you'd eat all the tuna. As you can see, we've taken everything off it.
Yeah.
But I thought, well, we've got this tagging was looming that we might get a chance at it. So I thought, well, let's keep them all and then we don't waste anything. And so everything we're using here, Auds caught a swordfish the other day. So you can see the slick there's got a bit of swordfish in all the offcuts. It's kind of good because you're not wasting anything then, you know, in this day and age. So you've got the ultimate Mako takeaway shop. Like, this is perfect. And you can't get better than this. Nice big 60-kilo yellowfin.
Oh, look at all that blood on the bottom.
Over the side. This is the tuna that Ethan recently caught off Sydney Harbour. So as well as keeping all the good bits for eating, we kept the frames so we can use them for burley, rather than letting them go to waste.
Might get a few happy snaps. I wonder if my goods are coming on that ship. Me parts.
So Makos are really widespread and they travel a lot. In fact, one fish tagged travelled more than 3,000 miles in, I think it was something like 160 days. So these fish really do move around, which again goes back to what's so vital that we get this New South Wales game fish satellite tag into one of these fish. Because last time we tagged them, and we did that probably almost a decade ago.
Yep.
We thought, and that was prime season in a few months.
Yep.
We thought they'd all go, you know, down with the current, but one went round to South Australia and the rest went to bloody Queensland on holidays. They all went north into the Coral Sea.
So you're hoping if you get one in early, you'll actually see maybe where this one actually ends up.
When we talk about the weather, the problem we get is the wind. If it's really rough, there's a couple of problems. First is because you drift from Mako, so you burley, sharks smell it and they swim up to the boat. That's how we catch them. If it's really rough and windy, it stretches your trail out and makes it really thin. It makes it harder for the sharks to smell. And on top of that, it's just bloody uncomfortable.
So it's not ideal, mate.
Yeah, I want to go, because the canyon's out here, I want to drift over, starting to swing a bit.
I knew Al was all over. He's doing everything right to get us that best chance. But I could just tell that Al just wasn't happy just with the way of the drift, the speed of the drift. He's still like, let's just give it a go, let's pump it through and give us our best chance. Just hoping that he lands us a good Mako. We used to do a lot of Mako fishing down, in Bass Strait.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't done it for nearly 20 years.
And the other worst part, it's been 10 years since I've been sat tagging Makos, so it's like...
It was actually 20 years ago that we actually met you, Port Stephens.
Port Stephens, when we were doing, we were tagging black marlin up there then, so satellite tagging black marlin.
So here's the actual footage of one of my first drone shoots ever. This was about 20 years ago, and there in the background, in his trusty orange high-vis, is Brent.
And he was there bugging around with his drone. He wouldn't even talk to me because he was just concentrating on the drone. And then once he'd done that, mate, he was all talk. I tell you, as in talk like I do. Talk.
I'm trying to fly a drone. He's chatting about Makos, and I'm going, mate, we're at Port Stephens. You're up here for marlin. You'll catch your Makos. Oh, you reckon there are any Makos around? So he's got that passion for Makos.
That was 20 years ago.
20 years ago. It's insane, isn't it?
Yeah.
And what we'll do is we won't fish, we won't put any baits in till we see the fish so we can see and hopefully we can get up, have a look at it, assess it's the right species, make sure it's a Mako and then, have a look at them and keep them around the boat, maybe hand feed it a bit, and then talk it up, fight it. Might get Paulie on the job, I think. What do you reckon? Yeah, look at him, he's hiding up there, he's the man.
I'm the oldest bugger on the boat. I'm 67 years of age, and I'm going, yeah, okay, I'm fit, but I'm not that fit.
Paulie's excited to be winding up soon. I don't think Brent had actually told him that he was going to wind the fish up, because he's like, oh, what? What, me? We're going to run, don't worry, we're going to run through the whole thing. So let's start down at the fish end.
Yep.
So we got coated wire cable, because obviously they chew through it.
Yep.
Use a circle hook. So we're showing Paulie all this stuff, this is what it's going to be. And he's sort of like, why don't you actually put anything in the water? So no, we're waiting for the sharks to come up to us. We'll look at it, we'll film it. Makos are inquisitive. Over the years, we've had a lot of Makos swim up to the boat. And as soon as they get there, start chewing on the engine. What everyone thinks is it's aggression, but it's not aggression at all. What it is when a shark comes up, it's because your anodes on the engine, they pick up electrical current there. When we do something and look at it, we pick it up with a hand. Shark uses his mouth. So we want him to come right up the boat, so you're almost switch baiting for sharks. And now's the weight. Here is what we're putting the fish.
Right. And that goes in the fin.
Yeah, so in below the fin, into the sort of, up at the top of the shoulder there, below the line.
You've got to get that in a Mako.
This is the other problem we've got. So once we catch the fish, get it up, we've got to get it into the fish. So we want the fish nice and side onto the boat. And we've got the pole, which is basically a long dart.
Yep.
And you've got to punch that down hard enough to push that in,
Yep.
which is going to be an issue too. We've got this sat tag. Now, the New South Wales Game Fish Program have organised it specially, and they've got the biggest tagging program in the world. This is the next level in science. What happens is it'll break off.
Yep.
So the little anode in there that will trigger.
Yep.
Put power through it, that'll pop off, and then that will come to the surface and start beaming up to the GPS, all the satellites via GPS.
So it's going to be hard enough maybe to get a Mako in these conditions to the boat in the first place. And then you've got to try and get this up behind the dorsal.
I'm not asking too much.
On a flashing, rolling Mako at the boat.
The pressure is starting to build. The only problem is I've got 1 day and I'm running out of time.
Coming up,
Every drop you catch, one of those.
And sure what comes up? Some fish.
and Brent delivers
Hey, Al.
a golden surprise.
Some of the biggest nugget finds ever seen on tally.
Oh my God. And he's brought out 350 grand's worth of gold.
I'm with my mates, Brent and Paulie from Aussie Gold Hunters. Today, they've swapped their picks for Burley as we're hunting for Mako sharks. To sat tag for science.
Come on, Al. Where's those sharks?
Still shaking it, shaking it.
You know what they say, Al? More than 3 shakes, mate.
Shaking it and just nothing. Come on, stick your head up, you silly bugger. The way we fish for Makos is we drift and we burley. So we've got the right burley because burley is really important.
There it is! Oh, yeah, baby!
Auds and I went down and chased swordfish because I love eating swordfish.
Look at the size of it!
But also, Makos love swordfish as well. So all the offcuts, we've kept all those. And I've kept the whole frame, put that in the freezer. So rather than chuck it in landfill, I've got that ready to go. So talk about the ultimate recycling. And best of all, it is the best bait for makos.
The pressure's on, Al.
The pressure is on.
You were going to get me your Mako.
And a big one too. So I'm feeling the pressure. Come on. And then it's like, rightio, I'm going to catch you something right now. Watch this. I guarantee you a fish. So I got the electric out. Beastmaster, new Shimano. Straight to the bottom, 500 metres down. Tap, tap. Easiest thing to wind up, just press the button. The electric hasn't failed.
So what do we got there, Al?
Every drop you catch, one of those.
And sure what comes up? Some fish.
The old sea perch.
Sea perch. So at least you caught us something, mate.
Brought up like a bloody ocean perch, you know. It's not a blue eye, it's not something decent.
Oh,
A big pair of googly eyes.
I'm not going to give that one a kiss, mate. We come here from Makos, not these mongrel ocean perch.
Hang on, we haven't got a fish yet, mate, so...
You need a photo with it.
Mate, I couldn't help myself. That's what I come out here, to hold fish.
Hold it out as far as you can and make it look as big as you can.
Paul, your father-in-law, he's wrapped. Fishing with Al. Look at we go
We
home.
catch big ones.
Orange perchy, or whatever it's called, mate, it was great.
Send him
This
back.
little bloke, mate.
And you know what? He'll swim down all 600 metres, this silly little bugger. 600 metres, and they swim straight back down every time.
At least you haven't disappointed, Al. You've caught us a fish, mate.
What a success I am.
True to his word, he has caught us a fish, but he still hasn't caught us a Mako.
Damn it, we need a proper fish. That was a minor distraction, then it was back to the sharks, which weren't turning up. It's just so hard. So we're working hard, you know, working the deck, working the burley. Turn around to Brett. Hey, Brett, go and grab all those shark rigs up there. I'll get this sorted down here.
Oh, in that box there? Yep.
Yep, he's a champion, eh? The rest of them are all sitting in the cabin, I might add, all sitting out of because the weather is starting to deteriorate by this stage.
Hey, Al. And when he asked me to go in and grab the rigs, I thought, oh, I'll bring him something out, a bit of a surprise.
Oh, no, not your tackle box. Oh, no.
I thought I'd bring you some...
cod lures, for God's sake. Comes back with a bloody tackle box.
Now, I know you were very keen, so I dropped past the bank before we come.
Oh, my God.
So they're the pieces we got off of season 5 at Aussie Gold Hunters.
Oh, my God.
Keep them down low. I don't really want them going overboard.
Holy cow.
So I just wanted to surprise him and show him some of the gems that we got on Aussie Gold Hunters, mate. 123 ounce one day. Some of the biggest nugget finds ever seen on tally.
Look at it. How heavy is it? And they're single nuggets, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're twice as heavy in lead.
It's twice as heavy as lead. And the first thing I'm thinking going, this would make the best sinkers ever. Hey, Auds, new deep baits.
Hey?
New deep baits. I don't know if that's right, though. Bloody expensive sinkers, eh? I've got to ask you,
Yeah.
how much are these worth?
So about $300,000 or a bit more. 350 would be roughly thereabouts.
No way.
Yeah.
You sit out in the middle of the ocean and he's brought out 350 grand's worth of gold that's just sitting there. This is what the guys do. They dig up gold and proper gold nuggets. I'm not talking little tiny bit. I'm talking a handful in each hand. Like I had a pair of nuggets in my hand. Oh, wait, that sounds a bit wrong, doesn't it?
Well, I've delivered you the gold. You need to deliver us the gold of Makos, mate.
You know how you said the pressure's on?
Yeah.
It's back on again. I don't want to do it. Come on.
Coming up,
We've got blood in the water, literally, and you're going to jump in the water with maybe a big 30 Mako.
Right there in front of me is this massive, like 600-700 pound Mako going chomp, chomp.
Are you serious? I'm on the boat with Madden.
So over the years, we've had some awesome experiences with Mako sharks, you know. We had a great one where we're out of Sydney, brought up a tuna. The next thing, there's a massive Mako just swimming around the boat, just straight to the back of the boat. I mean, why that can't happen today just drives me mad. And the next thing, then there's a blue shark up. They look the same and totally different species, and yet you can get them side by side.
and then this other time we came close to a Mako shark.
Drive along, there's a couple of albatross there, big wandering albatross sitting there. Here's this brand new, fresh, dead swordfish sitting on the surface. Up pops this massive Mako. And you know what's bizarre? It leaves the carcass and just comes over to the boat, just swims around and around. Now, is that it's nervous about our presence? Does it see us as a threat? Like, you start to wonder about it and go, I wonder what's going on. I'd love to learn more about it. I'd just love to see one today, you know. What we'll do is when we get the fish up, we'll put him in, get him up and hopefully he'll swim around, get in, do some underwater with him.
You're not getting in underwater with it. Well, you told me you're going to get a good Mako up and you're going to jump in the water with it.
Yeah, well, so long as it's not like chewing the boat and attacking us or anything, we'll get in with it.
We've got blood in the water, literally, burley pumping out, and you're going to jump in the water with maybe a big 30 Mako.
If there's one thing I'm going to do when we get this fish, I'm going to film the release. No, but
Are you serious? That's how crazy this guy is for getting the best footage that no one else gets. I saw that footage of you on the YouTube one, right, when that Mako, that was your footage,
Oh, yeah,
wasn't
the
it?
Mako, yeah.
When it come past and grabbed the marlin you had on the side of the boat.
Yeah, well, what happened was we were filming and jumped in to film a marlin, release a marlin, you know, swimming around on the side of it, come up on it. He doesn't like you. Marlin's acting really strange, you know, just acting odd for him, because I've jumped in with a lot of marlin over the years, and the idea is I'm going to drop back, they're going to let the marlin go, going to get this great shot, swims off. Unreal, here we go. I drop back. You right, Bill? And I'm like, oh, what was that? Turn around. Right there in front of me is this massive, like 600-700 pound Mako going chomp, chomp, chomp. The worst thing is, everyone in the boat is sitting there going, oh, they're holding the marlin, no problem at all. I'm going, there's a massive shark attached to it. So picked out and snapped the tail off because it's got to take the propeller off. And all I was thinking was, oh God, I hope this is in focus.
Get in the boat, Al. Swim straight to the boat. Get in, Al. Get in, Al. It's inside. Let's get back to it.
You see that footage, you get to appreciate how powerful these things can be. But you're still going to get in today if you get a good one.
Yeah, if we do it. So we filmed, like, I've had some great ones filmed. I mean, we've had a few instances.
Crazy. And I'm thinking to myself, this guy all there, he's crazy. Man. When I saw this gear, I thought he's just going to show me it, but I didn't realise he's actually going to get into the water with it.
Getting me ready. I might have a wetsuit on today, though, I tell you.
And just so flippantly, I'm like, I'm on the boat with a madman.
I'll tell you a great one. Some friends hooked up a big thresher shark, you know, or they're trying to hook it up, and it's swimming around, so I've jumped in to go and film it, and it's come past me, and I've gone, and just grabbed the tail and just got pulled on, and it's only lasts a few seconds because he goes flick, and I'm like, oh, ripped off.
And you thought I was passionate about gold. He's next level.
Passionate or stupid, they're two different things, you know. Yes, there is a danger jumping in with big pelagic predators, but they're not mindless killers. They're awesome creatures. But on that same note, I don't recommend you all jumping in with them. Will I stop filming underwater? Not a chance in hell.
It's now raining. The wind's picking up.
Yeah.
And we haven't got a shark to the boat.
Haven't even seen a shark. Come on! Now I'm feeling a bit of pressure, you know. The boys aren't holding back on me. Oh, haven't seen a shark yet, Al. Haven't seen a shark yet. Amazing how they live their life out here, these little buggers. You always got to track birds at sea. Bit of burley, they're at the back of the boat. The mutton birds are all at the back swimming around. They're so cool because you sit there watching, they're swimming down eating burley and they literally swim underwater and they pop back up because they've got that oil perfectly dry straight away. Oh, you can tell our fishy was a bit quiet that we're getting excited about mutton birds, can't you?
Sorry, Paulie. I thought I'd bring you out with Australia's best.
And you didn't find them, so you came with me instead. Oh. And there's these black clouds rolling in on us. We know this front's about to hit us. Our weather window shrunk pretty quickly. And everyone's like, you know when you don't want to call it, but you've got to admit defeat. It's time to go home.
It wasn't exactly what we wanted, but that's what happens. Just like mining, it's feast and famine business, I know that, but just to be out there, getting a chance, have a chat with a madman, it was great.
We worked hard, everything was against us, the weather killed us. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna drag those boys back up again because we've got a satellite tag to put in a Mako and I am gonna make sure we get it done. Got him, Dino, because he's gonna go. Oh,
You reckon you should touch on yourself?
Encouraging me to.
No.
just swing the camera around and look at the...
He just come out of the house.
He just walked out of the bloody house. Look at it. And I'll go through.
You've got no sea legs now.
He's lost his leg. Look at this. Look at my fan club. All right, guys, I do signatures just a little bit later on, all right? Just chill out, relax.